Have you ever felt like your business is kind of, like, I don't know, bossing you around? Like you started this thing because you wanted freedom, but somehow now it's running you instead of the other way around. Well, Queen, we are not here for that. That's not why we started this journey of women wellness entrepreneurship. And in this episode, it's really a laid back, real talk about the why in the way that we think business should be done and why it's probably holding you back, how to create a business that actually works for your life and doesn't just look good on social, the 3 business models that really can help you make more money without burning out, and really why scheduling and automating your work is truly the best self-care move that you will ever make. And I'm breaking it all down in the most chill, like non-salesy, let's talk over coffee or tea kind of way, because you don't need more pressure, you need more clarity. And if you really want to go deeper, I did a full live training on this inside my Empower Her Wellness Biz Collective Facebook group. You can join the group. There's a link in the show notes and watch the full replay there. And if you need an action plan, I highly encourage you to download the business model checklist that'll also be in the show notes. Let's get to it. Welcome to Heart-Led CEO, the podcast for women wellness entrepreneurs who are ready to build, scale, and automate their businesses without sacrificing their soul, sanity, or authenticity. I'm Anna Connie Walters, a nurse turned entrepreneur, military spouse, first-time mama in my 40s, and a recovering burnout survivor who's making it a mission to help heart-led women just like you create thriving businesses that really feel good, do good, and give you the freedom that we all deserve. Because here's the thing, you don't have to hustle harder to succeed. You don't have to drown in tech overwhelm or try to do everything alone. And I'm here to give you the strategies, automation tools, and mindset shifts that will help you step fully into that leader, CEO, and impact maker that you are meant to be. If you're ready to grow your business in a way that aligns with your values and your life, you are in the right place. Let's get into today's episode. Okay, so I want to start with a little truth bomb. And the truth is that most of us did not start our businesses based on what we thought we had to do. Meaning, like, we see the 6-figure coaches and they're posting their morning routines and hearing about all their grinding harder and hustling more and nonsense, craziness. And then suddenly, we're over here trying to build something to align with their business and what they're saying is the way to do it. And then reality, it doesn't really make sense for us. It doesn't make sense for our business. It doesn't make sense for our lives, for our souls, for us. And we get left with feeling just discouraged, more stressed, unhappy. That light that started that fire of why we started on this path kind of starts to dwindle down. And what you really need to know is that you get to do this differently. This is your permission slip if you've been waiting for it. You do not have to build a business that exhausts you. You do not have to build a business. There's like no one right business model for everybody. Your business needs to support your life, not the other way around. And I really want to talk about how this actually can look for you. And so we have to think about the kind of business that we really want. But before you can start to create a business that fits your life, you really need to know what kind of business really works for you. And there's really 3 main business models that you need to know about to figure out which ones will fit your energy, your personality, and your goals from a long-term perspective. Now, the first one is the one that a lot of us are in, and it's service-based, meaning we're exchanging time for money. You're usually working one-to-one with your clients. It's, yes, more personal, but it's very limited by your time. And for me, when I became a first-time mom, that was a huge, huge like learning curve for me because I had to really trim down so much during the first 2 years. And it's still limiting because I'm, a half-time stay-at-home mom. I do have them in daycare so that I can teach in-person classes, but it's not something that I want to sustain long term in terms of having him in daycare or having somebody else watch him so that I can work. Like, that's not the exchange that I really want. The second model is leveraged income. So we're talking about courses, we're talking about memberships. You tend to basically teach one thing, something once, and then you sell it a bunch of times. And essentially it's your way of serving a bunch of people instead of serving just that one. And then the third and last one is really the scalable and automated way. So it's using AI, it's digital products, and this quote unquote passive income, which I use very loosely because there's no really such thing as a passive income. Like all of those people that tell you, yeah, it's passive, bullshit. Like anything that becomes passive usually has a bunch of work, like in the front end. And then, yes, if you set up all your stuff the right way and you do it smart, then yeah, you start to see the fruits of your labor, but you do need to set up the systems to work for you so that you can then focus on what you love and then reap the rewards of actually getting paid your worth, especially while you're sleeping. And who doesn't want that? But remember that no one model is better. The best one is the one that works for your life. So you really need to think about it. And I want you to think about what's the smallest shift that you could literally make to move your, towards the model that really gives you more freedom and the life and the business that you're really looking for. Moving forward, we need to talk about the thing that literally no one talks enough about. And I really think that it leads straight to burnout the quickest, which is boundaries. And Queen, if you do not set some clear, and I don't do this rules in your business, like I don't do this, like very clear, I don't do this, like your solid no's, like these are things that I will absolutely always say no to. Rules in your business, it will eat up your entire life. And I know because I've been there. I was diagnosed at 25 with 2 heart conditions. I suffered from adrenal fatigue. I burnt myself out in my mid-20s and I paid for it. I suffered through it for like another 12 years until I figured it out. And so some examples of boundaries that you might need, like maybe no checking your emails after 6 p.m., maybe only taking client on certain days or certain times of the day. And then, taking a day off, like a full day off for you every week. We are not meant to be horses. And even that, I don't like horses shouldn't be like worked to death either. But we're not, mad cows. Like we need time off too. We're not machines. We are humans and we have our own energy cycle and you need to honor it. You need to get to know what it is. If you want more details about other things that you should consider, I did a full training. It's actually in live. You can watch the replay in my free Facebook community, but there's so much more, but those are kind of like some basics. And really, spoiler alert, your business will not fall apart just because you take care of yourself. I promise you. Like, I promise it will be okay, because the reality is that you're not going to lose your clients or your following if you take one day off. You really need to set those boundaries. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do to like still be responsive without still having to physically like have the expectation that you're going to be there. And I want you to just take a quick pause and think about this and let it kind of like set and marinate. And then think about one boundary that you can set today that will make your business feel better. Remember, like, listen to what I just said. Feel better, okay? Not do better, not be better. Feel better for you, okay? Because I truly believe, I'm like the biggest believer that automation is self-care. Like that is the new age self-care, because when you have the right systems in place, you don't have to do everything manually, which means you have more time for yourself, for your clients, for your family. And there's absolutely 3 things that everyone should have 100% automated like now. And if you don't, this is something that you might want to think about working on. Your emails. If you are typing the same thing over and over and over, boo, you are doing it wrong. You need a CRM. Bookings, if you're still having conversations back and forth with clients to set up an appointment, you need to stop that. You need to set up a scheduler. And if you are still chasing invoices for your payments, then we need to talk, because you shouldn't have to. Like the reality is the less manual work you do, the more energy you're going to have for what actually matters. And if you really want a quick start, like you're like, this is a lot and you're trying to write this stuff down, don't worry, I got you. You can grab the business model checklist that I created for the live training in the show notes. And so it will help you just get really clear and make it a little bit faster. Now, there's things in the checklist that I'm not going over in this podcast because I'm trying to make it quick, but you can get the full recording in my free Facebook group if you want, and it's going to be available for the next 30 days. Now, the hard part, like this is all great, and Connie, yes, it is. But nothing's going to change if you don't take some type of action. And I know I've covered a lot, and I know that it can feel overwhelming, but I need you to promise me one thing. No overhauling everything overnight. I just want you to pick one thing to shift this week. Just one boundary, one automation, or one simple step towards a better business model. Like if you've only stuck to one, maybe think about, like go outside your comfort zone and think about the other ones. Like, start expanding your mind to other possibilities. I was stuck in this place where I was like convinced that no one could do it better, that I was the only person that could do it, and I was irreplaceable and I had to be there. And it was just not the truth. Like, spoiler alert, number 2. We are all, replaceable. Like, things will go on. And I know that's a hard thing to say, but it's true. And I think that you can still create magic and not actually physically be there for a lot of things. There's certain things that you're not, like if you're a doula or you're a midwife, like clearly you cannot birth somebody's baby online, but there's other things that you could do that would really save you some time and help you bring in some recurring income. And then I want you to tell me about it, either in the comments here in the podcast, or if you want the extra support, join my free Facebook group, the Empower Her Wellness Biz Collective, and tell me all about it. Tell me what you want me to hold you accountable, what you want the group to hold you accountable. And I'd love to be there, part of your journey, to support you. The replay for the full training on this topic is waiting for you in the Facebook group. So if you really wanted to see all this mapped out, you're a visual person like I am, you can go there, you watch it, it's there for 30 days. And that's it. Like, friend, we covered a lot. And I really hope that if nothing else, you have some little bit of clarity and the confidence to start building the business that really starts to work for you. So a really quick recap, your business should support your life, not take over it, okay? And there are different business models. You need to pick the one that fits you. Stop chasing everybody else's. Like, find the one that works for you. Boundaries equal business self-care, and automations equal more freedom. The next step for you after this podcast ends is to grab that free business model checklist that I included. It's free. You don't have to give me your email. It'll take you straight to the Google, document. If you want to watch the full training, you can join the Facebook group. The link will be in the show notes. And if you want, you can totally screenshot this episode and share it on your IG or your Facebook, tag Empower Her Wave, and I would be happy to cheer you on. Let me know what you're working on. I can't wait to see you step into this new power and start to really build that business that actually feels good. So until next time, stay you, stay beautiful, keep pushing, and remember, you are doing the best that you can, and that is always enough. I'm here cheering you on, and I can't wait to catch you in the next episode. All right, beautiful. That's a wrap on today's episode. But before you go, let's talk about something really important. You are not just another entrepreneur trying to figure things out alone. You are a wave leader, someone whose work is meant to create real impact, touch the lives of others, and make this world better. And I want you to know you don't have to do it alone. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love to keep this energy going inside of my free Facebook community, Empower Her Biz Collective. It's where we take these conversations deeper with live trainings, tech walkthroughs, and real heart-centered support from other women wellness entrepreneurs who really get it. So if you're ready for community, clarity, and support as you build your own business with heart and ease, I'd invite you to come and join us. You'll find the link in the show notes. And hey, if you love today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review if you feel inclined, and share this with a fellow heart-led women entrepreneur so that we can build this movement together. Until next time, keep leading with heart.